Hello everyone. Well, this is our last week for Christmas cards for this month. I hope you've gotten some great ideas and that you've started working on your Christmas cards. Make sure you check out Vicky's so that you can see what she's doing this week also. If you find yourself that you like my video, I would love if you would subscribe. Please feel free to share it. So for today's card, we're using the Irresistible Blooms. I'm using that big flower and that one. It looked like a Christmas rose to me. I'm going to use the dies that cut that out. I am using the Hope and Peace stamp set. This stamp set carried over into the online exclusive, and I'm using the Merry Christmas from it. I am using the exposed brick embossing folder. I'm using the Timeless Arrangements dies, and it's this die for my sentiment. Hopefully it's the right size. I'm going to use some cherry cobbler with a sponge dauber. I'm using Real Red. I'm using shaded spruce. I'm using the Simply Elegant trim, and I'm going to use the gold. And for my card, I need a piece of white that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. A piece of shaded spruce that's 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of Real Red that's a scrap, and then some scraps of white. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some stamping. So let me take off my labels. And I'm going to start with my Real Red, and I'm going to ink up my flower, and I'm going to stamp it on the Real Red. I'm giving it a few seconds to transfer. Woohoo! All right, now I'm going to stamp it on the white. And I was going to color the inside of that. Okay, that's why I needed my cherry cobbler. I'm going to add some cherry cobbler to the center of this one just for a little bit of interest. So let me do that and re-stamp it. Don't you love it that paper has two sides? I use the second side a lot. All right, let's see if this works now. Somewhat different, but that's okay. It's a little lighter. I didn't think cherry cobbler would be lighter, but maybe my ink pad needs re-inking. All right, on this piece, I'm going to stamp my Merry Christmas in Real Red. Oops, there we go. And then I'm going to stamp my leaf using the shaded spruce. And I'm going to stamp quite a few of those because I want a couple that I can use. This might need to be re-inked. That's better. Okay, I'll stamp it here. One of those things I always forget to do. We always need to re-ink our pads. Ooh, that's going to be close. But I think I can get it. All right, I'll try that. If I need more, I'll do it. Now, I am going to take all my dies, cut out all my pieces, and from my shaded spruce, I'm going to emboss it with the exposed brick. So I'm going to do all that, and then I'll be back. Okay, all my pieces are done, and I'm ready to put my card together. So I'm going to take my card base, and I'm going to fold and burnish it. I'm going to add my exposed brick with some double-sided tape. I thought that was the beginning, but it wasn't. It's tape on there. All right, make sure I get the right side. Yep. You want to make sure this adheres well, so I use double-sided tape. If you've had success with the glue, that's fine. I know I've had success with this. You have to use, no matter what any person, demonstrator or YouTuber is telling you, you have to use what works for you. Everybody's house has different humidity levels, and that makes a big difference with the adhesive you use. I cannot use, years ago we had snail. I couldn't use it. My cards would fall apart within a week because my house was so dry. I didn't think it was, but obviously it was. And let me see, which way do I want this to go? I want it this way. So just keep that in mind. You know, use what works for you. And don't worry if it's not the exact same thing. All right, now these two are going to go on here. Whoops, that one's upside down. Like so. And I'm going to put those on with dimensionals. And I thought I had some cut, but apparently I don't. So I will cut some real quick. All right, now the bottom one, you need to put dimensionals all over it. And I'm going to put it right about there. This one is going to overlap, so I don't want dimensionals there. I want it on the back side. So I'll put them there. Now, before I put these down, I'm going to put another one over here because it's, it just needs some support with the way I'm doing it. These I'm going to add with a glue dot, and I want to put these on before I glue those down because it'll just be easier. So I'm going to put my glue dot on the front because I'm going to glue it to the back, and I can adjust the placement. Now one of these, this is the one, that's the one that I stamped really close. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put that one there. And it's on top of the, not going to put it there because it's on top of the, and it pulled off the dimensional backing. So I've got to be very careful and make sure that doesn't stick. So let me try this again. I'm having another one of those weeks. I find I struggle if I don't. I'm going to take my scissors and trim this. If I don't create every day, I struggle until I get back into the rhythm of things. So if you're struggling, you know, maybe it's because you haven't, all right, now I've got to see where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it right about there. You haven't, how do I say this? You haven't created in a while. You have to kind of, it's just like any other skill. You have to practice. And if you haven't practiced in a while, it does affect. All right. Now, let me make sure I put this on the right way. It affects your ability to perform to the level that you're used to. Dang, I can't talk today. All right. Where's the other one? All right, it's got to go on this way, like so. My Merry Christmas, I'm going to put here. I was going to put it at the bottom, but it fits better there. And I'm going to put it flat because I have dimensions on my flower. So I'm just going to add a couple of strips of my double-sided tape on here. All right. All right, now. And I want a little bit of green on this side, so I'm going to put it like so. And then to finish it off, I'm going to make a bow. All right, and I think I'll do a double loop. I don't want it too big, so I think I'll use just 2 fingers. Nope, that's not enough. 1. This is going to be a multi-loop bow, not just a double. Okay. Glad I added the 3rd finger in there. It needed it. All right, so I'm going to put this down here and hold it in place. This ribbon is a challenge because it's already so curly, it isn't funny. There. Once I get the first knot made, well, darn it. I'll hold it with that finger. And give myself a little bit more space. There we go. All right. And it's off, so don't pull it tight till you get it where you want it. And then pull it tight. And make sure you double knot this, because this ribbon, like I said, is very curly and doesn't cooperate. I'm gonna put this away before it unravels all over everywhere. All right, now with this, I'm going to pull my tails down, and then I'm gonna use a glue dot, which are here. There. And I'm going to put the glue dot right in the middle of that knot. Reason being is this ribbon likes to come undone, and I want to make sure it doesn't. So I'm going to add my bow in the center of my flower, and I'm just going to leave that. I will take and spread these out a little. They're not going to spread much, I'm telling you, because of it, the way it is. The way the ribbon is, it's just, let me, come on. Nope, wrong one. I'm going to try and pull that up. There we go. That's a little better. And there's a quick and easy Christmas card idea. And remember to decorate the inside of your card and envelope. Go over and check out Vicky's card. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It's a great way to support me. Have a great day. Bye.